Hi, I'm Harley. Tonight, Harley's Sleepytime Cinema Selection. It is night 3 of our YouTube extravaganza. So, the third movie I will be watching on YouTube came out in 1987. It is called Deathrow Gameshow. Now, this fantastically horrible B movie, I don't remember it well. I will be completely honest. When I was talking to my mom about this movie, she was like, "Isn't that the one where the guy has sex with a turkey?" And indeed, it is. It is the one. It's a movie that takes place. It's based on a game show. The host name is Chuck. Chuck hosts Deathrow Gameshow, where death row inmates can compete for various prizes. Sometimes it is to make their execution day farther away. Sometimes it's just to get swanky prizes for their family members before they die. Either way, Chuck ends up making quite a few enemies. Really, Zelda? Really? Right now? Apparently the itch couldn't wait. Chuck, the host, ends up making quite a few enemies. And I don't exactly remember how the movie plays out. And it's so old that I IMDb'd it. Real talk, real things happening right now. I IMDb'd it, and it doesn't really have a good explanation of what happens. I'm pretty sure that Chuck gets held hostage, and at some point he's forced to compete in the game as well. But I have to watch it to find out, because I personally don't even remember, and it's been a long time ago. This is one of those movies that my mom's boyfriend at the time rented on a Saturday night, and I was probably way too young to watch it, but we stayed up and all watched it together, and it just kind of stuck with me. There's certain parts that I can't forget, such as the said turkey. Also, so something fun I found out while I was researching this is that there are large crowd scenes. There's scenes where they show the live audience watching as the games take place, and the host Chuck interacting with the audience and whatnot. Those crowd scenes were actually taped for Muppets Take Manhattan, that was filmed in the same year, and they shared the scenes between the two movies. So if you watch Deathrow Gameshow and at some point later on watch Muppets Take Manhattan, there will be parts that will look very similar. It's a weird game. It's a weird movie. There's not really, I don't think, anybody you would recognize in it. When I IMDb'd it, I didn't remember any of the main people in it, and I actually looked at other movies that they had been in, and really nothing was familiar to me. I think it was just the era, and the fact that it was a B movie. I think it was a straight-to-video movie at the time, and it's got weird things that they do to the inmates. I don't want to give away too much, because I almost feel like I've said too much already, but I think that it's worth a try. It is on YouTube. It is free to watch. You just have to search for it, and I think it's an hour and 28 long, maybe, so it's not going to be a ton of your time, but it'll be enough to keep you going, what am I watching? What is happening right now? Is this real life? Is this really where they thought that things were going in life? Who comes up with these ideas? I say that about a lot of movies sometimes, but there are times where I'm like, who thought this up and thought that this would make a good movie? And then, who financed that thought and made it a real thing that you can now go on YouTube and watch? So, yeah, go check it out. Deathrow Gameshow. We'll talk. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends to subscribe. Find me on the interwebs. I'm out there. I'll see you later, guys.